My name is Mykey, also known as Miguel Hernandez. Today, my model is Leilani Jackson Ross. She's a local drag performer here in Houston, and we're gonna do some natural, nice daytime makeup. So I hope you like it. I'm very a little nervous, but we're gonna get through it. So tell me about what you feel like we want to do today.
Well, I think I want to go with like more of a natural look, something that makes me like pop during the day, but not too much, but very
Like
pretty.
very day gig. Okay, cute.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get started here. We're gonna first sanitize. It's always good to be clean. Here we go. So we're gonna start off with priming your face. We've already kind of cleaned her face earlier with a little bit of some cleansing gel, and also we did a little bit of a toner, so her face is prepped and ready. We did that off the camera, so we're just gonna dive into it. We have a couple minutes, so we're gonna kind of go just dive into this. I'm gonna start off with a primer, the pore minimizer from Smashbox. Do you use primers?
Yes, I do.
What primer do you usually use?
Actually, the same one you're using. Now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I like that one.
Yeah.
It's used, good for most all skin types, but kind of more for like an oily combination skin type. So it's a good filler. It's one of the ones that I like because it doesn't affect your makeup and it doesn't really run or like crumble when you put your makeup on. So that's pretty good. And plus, I do have, unfortunately, a lot of pores. But I've been trying to keep up with my skincare lately. But yes. So we're gonna get this primer on pretty quick so we can start going in and doing the base and the foundation. A lot of people like to start off with eyes first. Everyone's different. For me, I don't know, in my visual concept, I like to start off with face first. Maybe I'm backwards, maybe who knows what the right way is to do it. But what do you usually like to start off with?
I guess my eyes, because I don't have to worry about it getting on my like my highlight.
Okay.
But teach your own because you still can brush off your highlight in the end
Yes.
when you do your eyes. But I just take extra long doing my
Your eyes.
yeah.
Well, since today we're not gonna go full in gig and full force. I'm gonna start off.
Yes.
Okay, so today we're gonna be using our Stay Matte foundation from NYX, which is really nice. It's really convenient and also it doesn't hurt your pocketbook and it does actually look really nice on the skin. So this is the shade tan slash bronze age. So
Yes.
come on, bronze age.
My type of feel. Oh, that's my
Okay, so go there. So how do you feel about the primer? You like the primer so far?
I know it smells really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
we'll
I like about it the most.
I'm gonna put everything to the side that we're gonna go ahead and take today, okay?
Okay.
But yeah.
NYX Cosmetics is kind of. Do they sell NYX Cosmetics?
So yes, a lot of Ulta locations do have NYX. I like the NYX. Actually, I started off with the contour palette there. They have some really good shades that I really like to use. Their liquid eyeliner is good. I like.
My favorite.
Yeah, you like that one? Yeah. So I mean, there's. I don't really stick to one type of brand. I just kind of all over the place, but it works for me. Something that you have to look differently into. I really like their white liner from them. It's really good, and their gel pencils for your underneath your eyes is really good. So, but yeah, what do you usually use for your makeup application? Do you use a sponge or a brush?
A sponge. I think brushes actually work that well.
Oh, you like the brushes? Different effects. Just different ones. People feel like if they use a brush they get streaky, but there's different ways to apply it. If you cross hatch it with you just do like little X's and blend it out. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'll use a brush, or if I can't find my beauty blender or whatever. Today I'm just using the little triangle sponges that I've had, and I was like, I can use these today. So
yeah, I think sponges work well because you kind of like
see.
yeah, see where it goes, and like double if it's like too light. If you want it, if it's too heavy, you can actually put water on the sponge and like
Yeah, soften it out.
so it's a biggish.
So I'm just kind of dabbing it on there. Some people like to smear it or whatnot, but I like to kind of like get it in there. It also looks really smooth now that we have the primer on. If you want, you can take a look in the mirror and see how that looks.
A little soft.
Very soft, okay.
Yeah.
For the daytime, for the construction
For the
workers. But yeah. So how long have you been doing drag now?
Oh my gosh, in January will be 5 years.
5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's about the same time that I started.
Yeah,
What's
we
your
started
time?
together.
Yeah. That is true.
Miss Towns is Houston Cardinal. I thought it was gonna be Miss Towns, but you know, unfortunately not. Next year.
Next year. Girl, it took me 4 years to get that title.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So there it is, the foundation. We have it on really nice and smooth. Actually, I do like that on your complexion. It looks really nice.
It's very soft, very cute too.
So next, I'm gonna be using this from Sleek palette, contour palette. I'm just gonna kind of contour you up a little bit before we set you with powder. We'll use this as the concealer and take one of my little brushes from Tarte.
I love Tarte. It's so used for palette as well.
I like Tarte. It's not, I like anything that really works for me. Of course, their big thing is that they're vegan, and a lot of their ingredients are very natural, gluten-free, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna touch over here. Close your eye real quick. So yeah, I have the little sniffles. That's why I've been staying in bed lately because I was in and out of the rain with Hurricane Imelda. So I've been spending some personal time kind of recuperating. So I feel pretty active today. I feel like I can go back at it. And so I'm just kind of touching up, your T-zone areas, your eyes. Not really too much, not too heavy. I mean, this is gonna be different from show makeup, so.
Yeah. I like this makeup.
And then right now I'm gonna set you with the powder. I'm also gonna put on some eyeshadow primer here in a little bit, but let's go ahead and get some powder. This is the translucent powder from Cover FX. It's really nice. It's really blendable. I never really noticed too much of a flashback actually, so I like using this one. I also mixed it in with Makeup Revolution's banana powder. I like to mix some of my powders sometimes. They just work for me a little
it just
bit.
gives you a different pop from what you're looking for.
So I'm gonna grab a fluffy powder brush and just go ahead and powder you up and set in that foundation and concealer that we've put on. We're not really gonna bake. I know some people love to bake and whatnot, but today, we'll just kind of set it in, and we'll go ahead and use some bronzer to contour it in a little bit. So here I am, kind of with a little fluffy brush. I like my little powder brush because sometimes you can even bake with this. I'll put a good amount and I'll contour it really good. But since we're keeping it very natural and light, I'm just gonna go ahead and set this with the powder. Go ahead and take a look. See, now that's softened everything up. It's really nice. And I've had this for a while now, so I've been kind of running out here, but I like the Cover FX. It just works very well for me.
Yeah.
And the translucent, people get afraid with more deeper skin tones. They're afraid that the translucent might leave a more wider tint to it, and it's really about that's why I mixed mine with a little bit of a banana, so we can get that little fleshy kind of color. So it's all up to how you do it, but I think we're doing pretty good. What do you feel about the powder so far?
I like the powder.
What powder do you usually use?
I usually go for more of an air spun.
Oh,
Because
okay.
air spun is more of like a, you can get it in translucent or natural.
Mhm.
And so I usually mix, like you said, you mix yours, I mix translucent and natural together. So it makes more of like a peachy tone. Because I have like, sometimes I think I have like a yellow tone and a peach, like a red tone. So I have to mix them together to make like a peachy.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes people mix it like I was just telling you. I like to mix mine up. So now I'm gonna put a little bit of a contour on you. Of course, I like to start up here, and you can watch as I do this because I like to start kind of up here, kind of on the upper forehead area, just to kind of close in that area and give it a little bit more depth so that we can get a nice kind of like soft but very kind of like still sculpted look.
Just steam down his forehead a buzz.
So I'm using again the Sleek. I know that this is more of a European makeup line. A good friend of mine gave me this. You can order it online. It's really cute, and I really like using it, especially for when I am doing someone's makeup in drag and stuff. I like that. So, and it comes in. I have a lighter one there, and I have the darker one here. I can't find my handheld mirror, so that's what we're using the mirror for today. Which I usually use if I'm like also performing or I'm backstage. So I'm also going to do just a little bit right here, just to kind of blend in and give you a little warmth. I'm using the darker one just because I think the color is going to give you some warmth there. Not too heavy, but something. I'm going to just keep my brush in a rotating circle. The brush I'm using is from It Cosmetics, the double-sided brush. I like this one for speedy times when I'm on a little bit of time crunch. You don't have too much time. Some people like to spend an hour or so on their makeup. So
your best friend said you can just get ready and come out right now. It's too late.
Okay. With the smaller one, I'm going to take one of these colors here, the lighter brown. How do you feel about this so far?
I do like it. I think it's I think the colors in the palette are like really pigmented because you actually can see where it's going.
So next I'm gonna go ahead and prime your eyes. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, which I like. It's really nice. It will go all the way up to your eyebrow area. Does work actually. Whenever I first found out about eyeshadow primer, it changed my life. Because when I used to put eyeshadow on, it would disappear in like 3 hours, and I would be like, "What the heck?" And do you use eyeshadow primer or do you just use concealer?
I used to use Urban Decay's primer, but I don't know. I just haven't used it lately because of drag. I use like the clown white, so it has the really stable look that you really want. But primer does work really well, and I need to actually go back and get some.
So this is their they call it the Low Potion. It's really cute.
It smells good too.
And it lasts really all day, and I've noticed that. And I like to blend it out here a little bit, just so that we could get that soft touch here. I like to bring it up all the way to the eyebrow because we can also put some little bit of a highlight there later once we get there. I'm gonna set it also with translucent powder. You see that it seems very soft and ready.
It feels fluffy.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna set it with some powder real quick. And now we are ready to do the eyeshadow. I'll use this one. So we're gonna do a natural eyeshadow, just kind of like daytime. I kind of like how we're going. We got a little bit of the warmth. Oh, I can contour your nose just a little bit before we get going. So I like to start up here in the eyebrow area and bring it down. But then I also like to kind of softly do that just to get that kind of the edge. What brushes do you use? I use a whole range of brushes.
Oh, yeah,
What are your favorite brushes do you use?
I've tried a lot of brushes, but I like Morphe's brushes.
Morphe's brushes, yeah. I have a good amount of Morphe brushes. Tarte. I think this one is Maybelline. This is one of my favorite brushes, but I'm kind of like an unorganized mess. Just that's the artist in me. Some people keep it all together. I know where everything's at. This is kind of my personality. I'm just kind of all there, but at the same time everywhere else. Okay. Oh, so you got a phone call.
What was that?
Tamar. We'll just hold that. Okay.
Hold that, yeah.
Sorry, girl. So yeah. There's a little nice little chisels right here. And then I'm gonna go in with some blush here towards the end.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so for the next one, I'm gonna be using the Riviera Anastasia palette. We're gonna start off with a little coastline here, just for the crease, so we can start filling that in. I do want to do like the palm as a darker crease there, and we'll use this is a Morphe brush. I don't have the number for it, but
when your friends try to call you.
Actually, I'm gonna start off with a little bit of a white under here, just to give us some depth here in a bit. In the same brush, I'm gonna get Coastline, which is kind of like a peachy orange. But it's gonna help me define a crease here. And then a little, if you wanna look, if you wanna open your eye a little bit, I'm gonna take this in like a little baby circles. I'm going to cut the little crease area, give this a little definition. Kind of blend that into the white color that we have up there. And for some reason, I always save my eyebrows for last. Some people do the eyebrows first. I know I'm probably backwards. But it's just me. I'm backwards.
I like my eyebrows last too.
How do you feel about this color? Actually, it's really
I love
pretty on
orange.
you.
Well, I
it's
do.
like a nice coral color.
I love orange. I do orange sometimes in my makeup because it kind of makes you pop a little more.
Yeah.
Well, my skin tone.
Yeah.
They say you can wear any color for your skin tone. I'm like,
Well, I mean, you really could if you knew how to really like. I mean, the other day I was watching somebody put Kelly Green on them and everything. I'm like, oh girl. But she really worked it out. She pulled in some dual colors, some yellows. It was really pretty.
So that's what I usually go for when I'm doing shows or something. Like tonight, I think we're going for like a girls' a girls' dinner, like sisters. I think that's what I call it too. Because we haven't seen each other in a while. We haven't hung up as like a sister, whatever, in a while, and so they want to go eat. Like, I'm a big girl, so I have to eat.
Okay. Got a good appetite. I'm gonna go in with a bit of a shinier color here in the middle. It's called Yacht, a little mixed with Inheritance with that little gold. Okay. Yes, I love Anastasia's. A lot of their stuff, especially because they were more targeted for their eye. I like to tap the brush just to get that little excess off. And then the excess we have here. And then I like to blend it into that other color we have here. It's gonna soften it up.
I love that color. Oh my god.
Okay.
So do you get that from Posted here? Oh.
Yeah, you could. I believe this was a time limited edition. Sometimes they do that. Like that was our summer limited edition piece. So yeah. Okay. Alright. Now I'm This is the dip brown and dark brown.
Mm-hmm.
You take your, how do you like your eyes? Let's see real quick. Little
Whichever.
natural.
Whichever.
So with this, you start here, kind of at the tail. If you want to take a look while I do this, because it's kind of fun to show people. Start at the tail. You get that heavy pigment in there, and with this is the pigment is gonna also get onto your skin. So it's transferring not only on your hairs, but it's also building that color and giving you that like nice natural look. You can bring it down. Let's bring it down a little bit more. And it grabs your hairs. You really want to keep the heavier part towards the end. So for this part, I'm just kind of building your brows first, and then I'm gonna go in with a pencil, and we're gonna kind of correct them. So it's giving us the kind of effect that we would like to reach. What do you use for your brows?
I actually use a lip pencil. Because it's more of like a creamy kind of effect that I like, and then you kind of spread it the way you want to. And so most people say, "Oh, you should do it an eyebrow pencil." No, I like the lip pencils.
So this is just giving us the. I'm gonna go in with this. This is from Pure. It's a double-sided end. And from here, now that I have that done, I'm just gonna fill them in. How do you like that dip brow? It's pretty cute, right?
I know it gives you more like a darker tone,
Mm-hmm.
which I need on these eyebrows.
And I like this because it's a little more precise. And you already have a nice, really pretty eyebrow shape, so not much that I had to do here. Now, it's too dark. I'm gonna grab this brush and calm it all down. And blend it out. Okay. Next I'm gonna do the lining. This is the Better Than Sex liner.
Oh, better than sex.
Cover your eye. Doesn't? I like it because it kind of just goes right on. And this one you gotta shake. Just kind of like a little Sharpie marker. Could you imagine doing your makeup with a Sharpie? I know some queens have before.
I'm so good eyes out with my sharpies. She does eyebrows with sharpies. And then Nadine, he used the eyebrows in Texas.
Oh yeah, girl, she got some eyebrows. You know, whatever works for them. Okay, let that dry before you open your eye. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and put some blush on you, and we're going to do your lips, and then we'll be doing some highlight, and then we'll be done. So this is going to be from Nude Sticks. The shade is called Sun Kiss. It's a nice little blush. I really like it. Actually, the creator of Nude Sticks is also the person who helped create Color Effects, so
Cool.
shout out to them. And this one's just going to give you a nice little, like it's called Kissed from the Sun, little blush.
Like from Katy Perry. Sun kiss, sun kiss, skin so hot that makes you popsicle.
Bring it up on the here area. It's really pretty. You can apply this with your face. You can also do this on your eyes.
I
on
love
your
blush.
lips.
Like it's like a peachy blush. A rose, like a rose color.
It is really pretty.
Especially in drag, the pink makes your face like, just like, oh, okay, Pikachu. Oh, that's my eyeliner.
Now we're gonna put some mascara on over your eye. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. I'm gonna use the middle area. It's gonna help disperse them out. Now this is gonna be a lot of, so you can use the same amount for both eyes. Over your eye. Open your eye wide. There you go. Close. Open your eye. Oh, you have pretty eyelashes. What mascara do you use?
I know it's the Everyday K one, the Smashbox.
Oh, okay.
That's what I use.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, Smashbox is really good. I like it.
Close your eye. There we go. Open. I used to be so nervous about people's mascaras. Now open wide. Let me get the babies.
Oh, my little ladies.
Yes.
Oh, my babies, I never see them.
Yeah, so I really like that one because it's really nice, and you only need one scoop. That one you don't need to dip in and out at a time. I'm gonna line your lip with some NYX liner. It's called Never Hamas. And I like to give you today I'm gonna give you a little dark line, but I like to accent the lips a little more. And then we're gonna go over it with some matte lipstick. Sorry, I get quiet. So far, how do you like the look? How do you?
I do like that. It's like fast. Ooh.
Yes. Open your eye just a little bit. I'm gonna put a little shadow under here. I'm using the darker brown here to just give you a little definition under your eye. And then the crease, close your eye. Go ahead and get that crease in a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm not going with black, I'm going with a darker brown. Sometimes black can be too heavy, and you can, if you get too heavy with it, Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm so excited because I'm like, what the heck. So this is actually from Gerard Cosmetics. It's called Hydra Matte, and its color is called Share, like a fabulous share. So this is gonna stay all day. You can drink wine, you can smoke a cigarette. I don't know if you do all that. You can talk your lips off or talk someone's ear off, and it's gonna still be there. Go ahead.
Let me use that.
Yes. Okay, and then I think some of the last parts here, we're gonna do some highlight and then set you with some setting spray. For a highlight, I'm using this sleek highlight. I already used all my bronzer, but that's what we're gonna use here. I'm gonna get a little cute little highlight brush off that last axis. Do a little bit on your nose, on the ridge of your nose here. And I like to kind of bring it into the eyeshadow down to the temple of the cheek here. Also around here. What highlight do you use?
I actually use the Naked. Everyday K Naked.
Oh yeah.
And the shadows that's in there, because it does bring it out a little more.
I like to put it on the cupid's bow here. A little bit on the chin. Oh, that's pretty. Now I'm gonna blend it out with this my little powder brush.
Like that. What is that?
This is from Sleek, the one that you can order online from Europe. I'm not sure where they're sold here. I'm just kind of blending it out here now, so it's not too harsh. And now to set the whole look, we're going to use Urban Decay setting spray. Have you used the setting spray before?
I use Smashbox too.
Smashbox? Okay. Oh, you're a Smashbox girl.
but
It's okay.
I like them smash with box.
All right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And from here, you just kind of just set it all in, and there you go. So, out of all the products I liked, which ones do you feel like you could take home with you today?
Oh, I want all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
I think I really like the primer.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the sleek, and I loved Anastasia's palette too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think those are like my favorites so far. And then plus I like to take home the setting spray.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the dip brow from like?
The dip brow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that it made it pop a little more because my eyebrows are very like thin, and so like once you have like that stroke that you put into like, the eyebrows, it shows you that you have eyebrows. And
yeah,
so,
it gives you that feature, that look.
Yeah, and then the lip liner too, the NYX lip liner. Yeah, I like all the products so far, and then the blush is really good too.
The blush is awesome. The blush you can use as a lipstick. You can use it on your eyeshadow for that monochromatic look.
Yeah.
So, well, that was my look in probably 30 minutes or less. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your consideration and your time. And thank you, Leilani, for coming out and doing this for me. It really means a lot. So I hope I did well. I hope you like it. I know I tried to do as much as I could in a short amount of time, but I think we did good. Yeah. And now we can go walk by the construction workers and give them a run for their money. But thank you so much. Until next time, I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.